Hi YouTube, this is Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works, and this is Tuesday, September 1st edition, and I am Banded Wendy. Glad to be back, glad to have you watching. This week's topic, how do you deal with weeks where you have a weight gain? That's right. How do you deal with weeks where you have a weight gain? Whether it's pre-weight loss surgery, post-weight loss surgery, or just in general trying to lose weight. How do you deal with the weeks where you have a gain? So for me, the first thing I do is I don't want to believe it. I'm like, what the? Or what? No, you're kidding, right? And I'll go back to bed, and I'll eventually wake up. I have to go to the bathroom, number one or number two, whatever it is. I go as many times as I can before I step back on that scale, thinking I'm going to see some type of loss. I might go to the gym, exercise, work up my sweat, feel like I'm doing my body good, come home, step on that scale again. Yeah, I might see some slight decrease, but it's really just body waste. So then what do I have to do? I have to accept it. I have to accept the fact that this is the truth, and it is what it is, and I have to move forward with this, knowing that I have a weight gain. Then, once I finally accept it, I start backtracking in my mind. I'm a root cause analysis person, and root cause analysis is like peeling back the layers. Continue to ask yourself why. Why, until eventually you get to the answer to the question, right? And once we find that answer to the question, then we have to create a plan or create a strategy or how we're going to attack it moving forward so that we can change it, right? So that next week we don't see that gain. So that next week we know that we've done everything in our power to make a weight loss happen, right? So once we identify what contributed to the gain, we make that plan to move forward. And that plan to move forward and refocus is kind of going back to the basics, right? That may be, for me, I pre-plan all my meals for the week. I also make sure I'm doing my food journal. I may also make a what I ate today video and post it on YouTube. I may make it for 3 or 4 days in a row, even if I don't post it, but I watch it for myself. I say no, and I do not buy the brownies, the cookies, the cake, all those things that I find as I go through my daily life that are calling my name. I say no. Water is an issue for me. I'm drinking some Body Effects right now with my water. 64 ounces a day. I'm bad at it. I usually get 32 ounces in, and then a bunch of other liquids, but 64 ounces of just clean, pure water, it's hard for me. And you need that water. That water flushes out all the toxins in our body. It helps the fat move away. It is important, right? So I always say, I gotta get on my water. I have to do more water. I schedule my gym time. I make a date with myself. I have to get to the gym. This is what I have to do. So it takes me from the time I leave here until the time I get back to do the Couch to 5K, which is just the beginning for me, but that takes, round trip 1 hour, so a date with myself. I will try a new exercise. I have a Wii, and we got the sports, or the EA Sports Active, so I'm doing new exercises, things I wasn't doing before, so try something different. Get a group together. I got some local bandsters together. We went for a hike, something I don't get to do every day, and I got to do it within a group, so it doesn't feel as much like exercise. So I just shake up the exercise a bit. And the biggest thing that I find is that I become thankful for my band, thankful for my weight loss surgery. I did some numbers, right? Numbers. As of Monday, the 31st of August, I will be 23 weeks post-op lap band surgery. And out of the 23 weeks thus far, I have only had 4 weeks where I gained weight. 4 weeks. And I've had 3 weeks where I had no change, right, which I consider a stall, which is kind of the same thing as a weight gain when you're looking at the scale. But that's 7 weeks, guys. 7 weeks where I stayed the same or I gained out of 23. So for me, that's 16 weeks where I experienced a loss. Now let me tell you, pre-banded Wendy, there weren't 16 weeks where I experienced a loss out of 23. It was more like 16 weeks where I gained. No matter how big or small the gain was, I was gaining. It's where I ended up where I'm at right now, being a post-op lap band patient. I could not beat the battle of the weight. And so I'm thankful. I'm thankful that, okay, I have a gain. Oh well. You know, the game's not over. My brain doesn't start spiraling, and I don't get into this, screw it, whatever, I can't lose any weight, I'm going to go eat a half a pizza. Or, yeah, I'm going to have 2 of those chocolate fudge peanut butter brownies because I want them. You know, it's like an alcoholic, right? An alcoholic, alcohol is a depressant. So if you're depressed, why drink alcohol, right? Food, right? We're fat because we ate too much food. So why eat more? Why gain weight? If we eat, we're going to gain weight, right? So it's best not to go back to your old habits, right? It's best to be thankful for where you are, realize where you've came from, and know that you're going forward, and make all the effort for yourself, with yourself, and with your band, and the community, and the exercise to get where you want to be, and see that scale change the next time you're on there. So be thankful for where you're at, for sure. And last but not least, I make a YouTube video. I make a YouTube video so I remain accountable, so I can see where I am. And I also get the support and the encouragement from the community that's on YouTube, which, you know, superior to none, I guess, except for maybe the band, is this community. I didn't know about the community before, you know, when I was trying to lose weight. So you guys are awesome. And then oftentimes, if I have to, since I've made that video, and I'm having either a good week or a bad week, I go backwards and I look at that video that I made on a week that I had a gain. And that can sometimes make, you know, spark a thought in the brain that helps me get back on track and refocus. So anyway, those are my thoughts on what happens in a week where you have a gain. Glad to see everybody watching us, glad to be back, and you all have an awesome week. See you next time. Take care. Bye.